We need to talk about Cosby. I instantly, when I saw it, I was like, fuck, I'm watching that. I'm watching the fuck out of that. When I saw that, I knew immediately that I'm watching the fuck out of that. It was only 4 episodes. They're like hour-long episodes. I feel like they could have been 4 hours each. 4 4-hour-long episodes. And I would have watched every minute of it. That shit was incredible. Shout out to W. Kamau Bell. It was incredible. I learned so much from that fucking documentary. I was disgusted. They showed, Bill Cosby, when he was younger, he was in a TV show called I Spy. And while that show was on, at the same time, there was this famous show in America called Amos and Andy. Where there's these two fucking, I want to say, elderly black men who were just, they set black people back about 400 years, my nigga. About 400 years. Let's put it like that. It was so hard to watch. And they were showing all kinds of images of what was going on. But while Bill Cosby was on TV as a spy and showing that black people can be smart, can have money, can do things, at the same time you flip the channel and see Amos and Andy they were showing a clip. Now I don't even want to talk about it because it's just gross. That show is gross. I didn't even really know that existed. I feel like I remember certain older white dudes, people's dads, mentioning that show to me, the only black guy around, only black kid around. I remember them niggas mentioning Amos and Andy. Because that's probably what they thought about black people. That fucking disgusting ass Amos and Andy show. Man, I felt like I just was learning so much. I didn't even know Dick Gregory was a comedian. Rest in peace, Dick Gregory. I just knew he was an activist. I knew him as an activist. And they're showing how Bill Cosby followed Dick Gregory and wanted to, he called himself the Philadelphia Dick Gregory back in those days. He wanted to be like Dick Gregory. And I'm like, Dick Gregory? What the fuck you mean Dick Gregory? Dick Gregory was the first comedian in America to break that color line. To play white clubs, essentially. Play for white audiences back in those days when that was just a no-no. Dick Gregory broke those lines. I didn't know this nigga was a comedian. I did not know this nigga was a comedian. I just knew he was an activist. I'm sitting here whoa, that's fucking Dick Gregory, my nigga. Telling great jokes. He was hilarious in the interviews I've seen him, and all the videos I've seen of him. He's hilarious. But I thought he was just a black guy. I thought he was the older black guy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was the first comedian to break this color line, break that color line. He was trailblazing. Shout out, man, rest in peace to Dick Gregory. I didn't know who Dick Gregory was. I was learning so much from this documentary, man. And at the same time, I've definitely come to the conclusion that man is disgusting. Bill Cosby is a fucking monster. He's a fucking monster. It's crazy. It's insane, the parallels. It's identical stories from the Lex Allen dude here in Milwaukee. When I was talking about the stories of him drugging all these men around town, it's basically identical stories in this Bill Cosby. These women in the documentary recount these stories. They have videos of just not all 60-some, but a lot of them. It's crazy. It's crazy. Bill Cosby is just, he's just a trash individual. And it's crazy that at the same time, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Dave Chappelle stand-up, but as I'm watching this whole thing, I come to the conclusion, it's like, dude, did they, like, model this documentary off of the fucking Dave Chappelle joke? Because Dave Chappelle's, like, joke, he talk about the good, and then there's the bad, and it's like, he saves, but he rapes. So that's what it was in this documentary. Be like, look at all this crazy shit. There were no black stuntmen before Bill Cosby fought for it. They would paint a white dude black for a stuntman because they refused to hire black people, black actors, black stunt actors. Bill Cosby was like the first like black TV star like in a drama. He wasn't the first black TV star because, as I'm saying, you could flip the channel and another very popular show was this disgusting Amos and Andy. Just disgusting. Oh, it's so disgusting. But yeah, he fought for that, and from that point they started hiring black stuntmen. Just the video this woman was talking about it. She was like, yeah, it was James Bond. It was one of the James Bond movies, and like it's like a black woman that was like the love interest. And she was showing how, like, if you look at it in the stunts, it's just a white dude they put in a white dress. And they painted his hands black. It was weird. It was really weird. And that's just because they refused to hire a black stunt actor. I didn't know any of this shit. I think Cosby gave like $20 million in to some college. I'm not sure I forget which college it was. It was some HBCU. All right. He was out here doing shit, and at the same time, drugging half America. This nigga has rape accusations. Just legit. I'll fucking A, dude. He's got rape accusations since in the 60s, since before my mom was born. You know what I'm saying? And I found out about all this shit when I was like fucking 25. You know what I'm saying? That's when that shit came to light. About like 7 years ago. Are you kidding me? This nigga's been doing this shit since before my mom was born. I didn't even realize how much this nigga was ingrained. They were saying how, like, while he was doing this show, I Spy, that was like a #1 show, he was dropping comedy albums, winning Grammys. He was like spokesperson for Jello, spokesperson for Coca-Cola, like spokesperson for like almost everything. They said you just like you could never turn on the TV and not see Bill Cosby at some point. He was just like always on TV, selling something. He was in all kinds of movies that they said flopped. He did a movie where he was like, he played the devil. And it's weird because, like, I mean, had that movie taken off, if people thought that was cool, you know, that would have been probably the standard of what the devil sounds like. The Jello pudding pop. But as I'm me in 2022, knowing what I know about Cosby and this Jello pudding eating ass nigga, and I'm listening to the devil speaking like this, I was like, that's fucking goofy as shit right there. And there's no wonder nobody fucking wanted to see that movie. That shit looks goofy, my nigga. Bill Cosby as the devil. I mean, he turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? That is what the devil sounds like. This nigga's gross. Alright? This nigga's gross. Turns out this nigga was the devil the whole time.